Hey guys, welcome back to Cruising with Wheels. I'm up here in Command Central yet again while Kevin is at work today. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about finances. Now, unless you're rich and can afford to go on a cruise every other week, which Kevin would absolutely love to do, we don't have a money tree growing in our backyard, raining down bills on us. So we have to plan. And Kevin is usually in charge of research and investigation. He's on his computer and he's researching all the cruise lines. He's researching the best deals, which cruise ship we might want to take. Is it a new ship? Has it been in dry dock to be refurbished? What kind of deal are we going to get? What's the itinerary? Where we want to go this time around? So based on that, that's what he does. But I'm in charge of the financials and the bookkeeping, and I try to keep us grounded because we can't go on a cruise every other week. Now, when we get started and we make a decision on where we're going to go, we get a folder ready. And again, we're going to be leaving on the NCL Gem very shortly in February, but we booked another cruise on the NCL Jade. And then we just booked another cruise on the NCL Bliss, their brand new ship, and we're going to be on the inaugural cruise. So that's really exciting. Now, there are three forms that I use. One is called Cruise Financials. And basically, it's typed up in my computer, and it lists what cruise we're going on, what ship, the dates. We're part of the rewards program. This one is obviously NCL for the Gem. And both Kevin and I will be silver status going into these cruises. So coming out, I might be gold. He might still be silver. Not sure about the points yet. But we'll talk about more of reward programs in another video. I do the booking fee, the cruise fare, port charges, tips and gratuities, travel insurance. Now, we usually get travel insurance. If I get sick again and can't go, then we don't want to lose out any money on a cruise and on airfare or possibly hotel or whatever. There's a section for airfare, and on this one we're flying Delta, and we're part of their rewards program, so we want to keep track of our points with Delta. There's a section for baggage. Are we checking baggage? Are we checking more than one baggage? Is the first one free? Is the second one, does it have a charge? So I want to account for that. Then a hotel. If we're going in out of Miami, we're probably going to stay overnight before we leave. But this time around, we're out of New York. We're flying in early in the morning. No hotel needed. Then we go into the rest of the finances, which deal with first day of travel, last day of travel, parking garage at the airport, transportation, cab, bus, private vehicle to take us, casino money, ooh, love to spend time in the casino, shore excursions, gifts, souvenirs to bring back. All this is on here. Specialty dining, we're going to be having specialty dinners at Cagney's Steakhouse, Teppanyakis, La Bistro's French restaurant, there's La Cucina Italian, so I want to account for that. We do go to the art auctions, and 9 times out of 10 we're coming back with some more artwork. And at the bottom, it's doggy daycare, because our friend Angelo takes care of the puppies. So I need to account for what I'm going to pay Angelo, and while we're away, how much I'm going to pay him to groom the dogs. And at the bottom, I have a section for cruise credits and gifts. Now, we've booked with cruises.com, and they're just awesome. Whether you book with an online service or directly with the cruise line, or you have a travel agent somewhere, that's strictly up to you. We think cruises.com is just awesome, and we have some cruise credits waiting for us when we get there. We have $50 cruise credit for free dining, and a $25 onboard credit to spend on what we want. That's the cruise financial. It lets me know where we are, how much in total this cruise is going to cost us. The second form I have is cruise booking. And that basically breaks it down with the cruise line, the ship, our reservation number, the dates that we're going, the category. It's an interior cabin, full turnaround handicap. It gives me the room number and the square footage of the room. And I want to talk a little bit about that because we booked a cruise on Carnival previously. And we booked a handicap full turnaround. When we got on board the ship, it was not a full turnaround handicap. And we went down and we said, what is the problem with our room? And they said, well, you have a modified handicap. A modified handicap means that only your bathroom is set up to accommodate a wheelchair and turning around in there. The actual cabin in the room is not. I was stuck in the cabin. I could not be on my own. I could not get in and out of the cabin by myself. I could not get in and out of the bathroom by myself with my wheelchair. So Kevin had to always be with me. It was very uncomfortable for the entire trip. So make sure when you are booking a handicap room, you know that it is either a full turnaround or a modified. There is a difference. Do not use the generic term handicap. There is a difference. Then we go into upgrades and whether we, because of our status on the ship, qualify for an upgrade. And we have gone from upgraded from an interior cabin to an ocean view or to a balcony room. Then we have onboard credits, rebates, and any perks and benefits that we accumulate through NCL, having been on with them for years, or through cruises.com. I have a section for the agent and their name. Again, this one was with cruises.com, their phone number and extension, and our confirmation number with them, which is different from your reservation number with the cruise line. And the bottom section is all about your payment scheduling and bookkeeping. What the balance is after your deposit, the dates you make your payments, how you make them, and what your balance is. Now, most of the cruises, your balance must be paid in full 3 months before you leave. This one was paid early, and then we were able to go prepay our gratuities. We like to prepay as much as we can because once we get there, we won't have a large bill when we come home. So if we do buy a piece of artwork at the auction, or we're on one of the Caribbean islands and Kevin likes to roll into one of the jewelry stores and come home with a little bling, not going to have a big bill. The third thing that I write up is the cruise cash envelopes. And again, there's 9 categories. The first day of travel, I usually allow us $20. Now that actually is for me tipping someone at the airport that helps me with my wheelchair get to the gate. Also, we stop at the airport, we pick up a little quick breakfast before we get on the plane. Then last day of travel, which is basically the same thing, I've allotted $20 for both of us, for tips and for a little food and drink. Then we have an envelope for parking, which I put a good $115 for parking at the airport. We've already picked out the location, and it's for 10 days. And the cash goes in there. I'm not going to charge it. I want the money already there so I don't have a charge bill. Then we have the car service. And this one we did charge. And it was $117.41 the day we get there, and again, $117.41 the day we come back. We have booked through GroundLink, and we've rented an SUV, and they will drive us, and it accommodates Kevin and myself, all our luggage, and my folded up wheelchair. I have an envelope for the room steward. We put in about $50, and what Kevin does is He will give him $25 at the beginning of the cruise. We thank him ahead of time for his hard work and keeping an eye on us. If he does a good job and he's very attentive, which they always are, we really have never had a bad experience, he'll get the balance of the $25 at the end of the cruise and a nice thank you note. They really work hard and they work long hours and they really deserve every penny that they get. On shore, we've allocated $100. We've picked out the ports. We know we're going off. It's about $25 allocated to buy a gift or a souvenir. We like to buy Christmas decorations for our tree. Our tree usually has a travel theme. Then there's casino cash. And we've allocated enough money for Kevin and myself, dividing it up so much per day in the casino. And when the money's gone, the money's gone. Doggy daycare goes to Angelo, and dog grooming goes to Angelo. And so that comes to whatever total I have, but I accommodated all the cash for it. And we're not charging up a storm. So Kevin is going to upload these 3 documents so that when you watch this video, you'll be able to access the documents and get a feel for what I've created, and you can just change it to accommodate for yourself and what you do and how you plan your cruises and how you do your finances. I want to thank you for listening to me. I hope that you subscribe to our channel, you like this video, and Kevin and I are going to see you either on the next video or maybe on the high seas on one of our cruises. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.